Looking at lowering springs for my B9 S4, going back and forth between 034 and H&R. Car has 19 by 9.5 ET33s wrapped in 265 tires. Will there be any rubbing issues with the 034 springs? I don't believe so. I think a 265 fits on a B9 pretty well.
Yeah.
I don't know what we run on our shop cars, but our springs are designed to make the car handle better by lowering it just the right amount, but not too much. And our spring rates are carefully tailored to keeping a good, smooth factory-like ride, without making the car over stiff. So it still handles great on track, handles and rides great on the street. Apparently, we run 265 3519s with no fitment issues on our ZTF Flowform wheels, which are ET38.
And keep in mind, this is one thing we've talked about before, but the rubbing is not necessarily. You need to make sure that your tires aren't going to rub in the full travel. Like, you can't just assume your car is going to be riding at one static height. Those wheels will travel all the way up into that fender at any given time, depending on speed bumps, road undulations, cornering loads. So you're static in like 99% of your drive time. It may be totally fine, but you need to be careful that you're not pushing it to the edge where you're going to rub at the extremes of like full lock turn into some target parking lot up and over a berm.
Yeah,
is going to your tire and fender.
And you're right. Certainly the lower your car is, the more rubbing issues can be aggravated. But if your car is not currently rubbing, it's probably not going to rub with our springs, just because the lowering is not that much. It's about an inch lower than stock. So if you don't have rubbing now, I doubt you'll have it with our springs. Like we said, we run 265s confirmed. So there was a thread that popped up on our customer group recently. If you're not a member, join. But someone asked about feedback on our springs, and the feedback from B9S4 especially was very good. There was dozens of people who said they were running our springs and loved them. In my mind, there would be no question. We go out on the market and we experience H&R and iBox springs, and our goal is always to make something better than that. We've never been real happy with how those springs ride or handle on these cars. They're usually too low and too stiff. So I think you'll be very happy with the 034 Dynamic Plus springs. And like I always say, our springs are created by Audi and Volkswagen enthusiasts that handle and ride the way we would want our cars to handle and ride. There's no limit on what we can do with a spring. It's not like the other companies can do lowering springs better than us. They can't. We don't make the springs here. We have a professional company make the springs. So for us, our job is to calculate the rates, the lowering, and then curate the handling and driving experience. And that's what we do. We believe here better than any. But it's really easy just to kind of poop out lowering springs. You measure the factory spring, you lower it X amount, stiffen up X amount, and then say it fits everything from A4 to RS5 or whatever. And that's just not how we do it.